Hello, good morning. Welcome to QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Balde. We are back. I will say the program is co-hostless today.
Yes.
It's invented. Co-hostless today.
Because you can be host and co-host.
Yes.
You have that capacity.
Yes, exactly. So on the program today, I am with Mr. Ade.
Yes.
The VVJ on the program. Mr. Ade, good morning.
Good morning. And today, there are many times I come here and I am myself. There are other days when I come, I pretend I'm somebody else. And today I'm pretending to be
Malika.
Our MD.
So that's telling you, we're supposed to have Mr. Carr, but I mean, Mr. Ade stepped in for him. Yeah, so we are...
He's a very busy man.
Yeah. We are going to look at the African Code. From the code, then, we would be talking to the Gambia Press Union. They are working towards the awards, the Gambia Press Union Awards.
The much anticipated awards
exactly,
every year.
You know, recognizing media personalities. I mean, it's very significant when a person does a job. At some point, you tell the person, well, your efforts are commendable.
It's not just media personalities, it's
yes.
Press awards. It's a specific one.
Press award.
Press.
Yes, that's very significant. And it's important to recognize people.
Yeah, sure.
You know, especially how the media is going. We have so many unstructured media outlets. Each and every person thinks he or she is a journalist. You know, and can report anywhere. Yes. So they will tell you the type of categories that they are looking at, the type of standard that they are looking at to award.
I was going to say, because each one, there has to be a criteria.
Absolutely.
And for you to submit or win, you have to obviously meet that criteria.
True.
So it would be interesting to hear from them.
True. Yeah, so Annette and Buba Fati, organizing committee members, they will be here.
Not to be Buba Fati, not to be confused with
not
Skengman
Not
Sweezy.
our Skengman Sweezy.
No.
But a different Buba Fati. When they sent me the name, they said Buba Fati. I said, which Buba Fati? Is it our
Skengman? Yeah, it's not Skengman.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll be talking to Safia Tujuv, a poet, and she'll be launching another book.
Book of poetry.
A year ago, she was on this platform.
She was indeed.
Yes, she launched a book of poetry, and you know, quite interesting. Sure. She did her launching, and it was successful.
Sure.
So I think that also propelled her to do another one.
I'm impressed. I write poetry, but I write about one a year. So I'm impressed with somebody who could do a book every year of poetry.
Well, I think you need time. You need time to be able to...
And things need to inspire you.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we will also be talking to Modungom, an artist, a singer.
Yeah.
But
indeed.
Now a different singer.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we have two categories of music. The religious...
Only two?
No, two categories when you are to categorize it. The religious music and, you know, the ones we have.
And secular.
Yeah, so for this guy, he is focused on what we call a naseed.
Yes, I know.
You
know?
Naseed, yes. A naseed, it's more of an Islamic song.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I don't know how they call the one at the church, whether it's an anaseed, I don't know whether it's
at the church.
Yes, the church music.
Because
I tend to categorize each and every religious music a naseed or something.
Yes, but the nasheeds, they're never sung in the mosque, as far as I'm aware. But in the churches, you have hymns. You have hymns. Some of them are 200 years old. But the nasheeds is a very recent phenomenon, really. And it's come about because I think music is a kind of natural part of human beings, and not to sing, which, you know, some people are against, seemed, you know, a bit thing. So, but they're very, very particular about what instruments they use, if at all. Some of them they're a cappella, but it will be interesting to hear from.
True. So we'll be talking to Modungom himself and his team. Sure. So we'll take a look at the proverb, Mr. Ade. Please take us through.
I love it. He who has not yet reached the opposite shore should not make fun of him who is drowning.
He who has not yet reached the opposite shore should not make fun of him who is drowning.
Have a go.
So it's telling you, you know, sometimes you don't have to blame someone for a particular situation.
Sure.
I mean, you never know what it's like to walk into their shoes.
In their shoes,
you know. So it's sometimes difficult. You might see it from a perspective that is different, but the person might have a condition that leads to that particular. So wait until you get to that situation. Sure. So you shouldn't laugh.
Sure.
You know, when your neighbor's house is on fire, don't laugh.
No, the reason I'm smiling is because, you know, amongst us men, you sometimes hear a group of men say, this guy, the way his wife is treating him, if that was me, never. And then when you go to their house, it's exactly the same. But, you know, so people, you know, sometimes we criticize people who fail at certain things because we don't know how hard it is. Until we try and do those things, then we realize, oh, it's not as easy as it looks. So yeah, and so for me, this is kind of what this is telling me, that, you know, as you said, you're not walking in that person's shoes. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they have to endure. You don't know what they have to overcome to get to wherever they're going to get to. So don't say, oh, that's easy, I can do it, or and certainly don't make fun of it, because if the situation should arise when you have to rise to that challenge, you might not be able to meet it. So, yeah.
The society is now deteriorated to an extent.
Now?
Yes, to an extent whereby people keep blaming each other. People keep pointing fingers at each other without, you know, knowing what exactly that person might be going through. Situation.
That's not a now thing. It's for as long as human beings have been on the planet, we have done that. It's not new. It's not some innovation. It's part of human nature, that you either blame people or you make fun of people without, as you said, knowing what they're going through. That's always been around. You know, now it's taken to a different level because sometimes now you can post stuff on social media, on the internet. And then other people join you in making fun of that person. And yet even some of those people who are laughing at that person probably can't do what that person did and failed in attempting. So,
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes it looks easy until when you get in the middle of the sea.
Yeah, some guy accused me yesterday on Facebook. It really made me laugh. We were talking about slavery, in the times of slavery. I posted a particular picture and we were commenting. And for some reason, based on my comment, he said, I bet you're one of those guys who so loved the British that you probably wanted to be buried with the Queen. I thought, where did he get that nonsense from what I posted? Yeah, but this is, people insult you on social media because they don't even know you. They read one sentence and suddenly they're hurling insults. And I said to him, Mr. Man, go and, you know, read up on what else I've posted. Essentially what I was saying is that, you know, we Africans need to move away from situations where during the days of slavery we worked for nothing. And then when we got independence, so-called, we gave away our natural resources for almost nothing. I said we have to change that mentality if Africa is to progress. I said I don't know how you misunderstood that into saying I'm somebody who wanted to be buried with the Queen. Like, these are interestingly, after that, he stopped posting on that particular page. So perhaps he woke up and realized he was talking nonsense. But yeah.
Well, social media has gone to an extent where people use it to do a lot of things. I mean, sometimes
good and bad.
Yeah,
good
sometimes
and bad,
before you post a thing, you think about it a lot. What will people say? Because we have people that doesn't think the same. There are people that think this way, the others think that way. So for me, most of the time, I am very careful of what I post on social media, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, because the society has gone to an extent where a person can even insult your mother for just a post.
Which is what I'm saying. I mean, social media seems to have, you know, we talk about now, and for me, that's one of the most noticeable things now, is that people feel they can insult people they don't know anything about based on a sentence, 2 sentences that they might have posted in response to something. Suddenly they're hurling insults at you, including the worst kind of insults. It seems to let people forget their manners. And it's one of the reasons why when I came off social media for 3.5 years, I didn't miss it. I wasn't on Twitter, I wasn't on Facebook for 3.5 years. I didn't die because I existed before those things came along, and I will exist when they're gone. So I was off. It's only just before I came to the Gambia that I went back on Twitter and I went back on Facebook. And I'm still alive.
I've never used Twitter before. I've never used most of these handles before. Right. I've only been using Facebook for many years. I think Facebook since 2006-07. I've been using Facebook.
Yeah, for me, long before that. But yeah, I mean, if people follow what I do, a lot of stuff I post is historical stuff, stuff to do with history of West African nations mainly. Although I have an interest in world history. But yeah, social media seems to have made people forget their manners. Really. Yeah.
I mean, yesterday I was going through the internet and I saw the name of a country. They said they have like 500 to 600,000 people living there, and it's called Suriname.
No, Suriname.
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 Yes.
Former Dutch colony in South America.
Yes. It's a South American country.
Yes. You'd never come across it.
No. It's my first time. When I saw it, I said, "Wow, half the population." Like it's 500,000.
If I said the name Rutholit to you, would that mean anything?
Rutholit.
Rutholit. It wouldn't mean anything to you?
No.
Okay, former Ballon d'Or winner, famous footballer. His parents are from Suriname.
Okay.
Rijkaard, another footballer, his parents are from Suriname. Kluivert, his parents are from Suriname. So, as I said, a former Dutch colony. So it's those people put it on the map internationally. But it's a small country. Small country. I mean, Cape Verde's population is not much bigger than that, by the way. Yeah. It's only 580,000. So it's
exactly.
But it's an interesting place. It's an interesting place and a beautiful place. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Ade. Let's take a short break. After the break, then we will delve into some of the stories making headlines. We'll be back.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back. This is QTV This Morning. Now let's take a look at the stories on the Point newspaper. Alleged PIU shooter confirms he killed police officers, witness testifies. So the case is still ongoing, and I can see the courts, they are really, hastening sort of the process.
Yeah, it's the kind of case that has a lot of public interest. So obviously it needs to be dealt with some alacrity. Well, speed, but not with haste. I think we have to say. So yes, evidence was given yesterday, and this person said that the shooter confessed that he had shot. So that one is still ongoing. It will be interesting to hear what happens in cross-examination, which is when the alleged and the accused lawyer get up to question that person. When did my client say this to you? When, etc., etc. So it'll be interesting to hear. So yeah, when you hear these testimonies, it can be quite interesting because sometimes they can be quite convincing, quite persuasive, until the person is cross-examined, and then things starts to, how is it you remember it so clearly? That kind of thing. I've given evidence a couple of times, and it can be quite nerve-wracking. Even when you're telling the truth, you feel a bit nervous on the witness stand.
Yeah, so the foreign minister is saying government confirms death of Gambian migrants at sea. And another one is saying Gambia Immigration Department may charge migrant traffickers with murder. So
yeah, and that would be a first for the Gambia, the murder charge, because it's been reaching a kind of crescendo. And I know, this debate is going on. Why are people trying to go on this dangerous route? We discussed this on the Week in Review when we had a female immigration officer saying that people send their family members on this route because they don't know how dangerous it is. And with all due respect, you'd have to be living on Mars, on another planet, certainly not in the Gambia, to say, oh, we don't know how dangerous it is. We hear every week of drownings. So how can anybody say people don't know how dangerous it is? People know, and they take the risk. You hear people say, oh, my relative has been stuck in Algeria for the last 6 months, and he's claiming that he's been imprisoned. Unless we send money, they won't set him free. We hear this. So people are not unaware, but people think, I will be the one who will get through. I will be the lucky one. I won't drown. I won't get caught in Algeria or Libya, and so on. And so people go. And I really don't, I defy anybody to come up with an easy solution to it. There is no easy solution, because sometimes there's no logic to it. You have people here who have good jobs. You have people here whose parents work in the immigration department, and they've gone on this so-called back way. So I don't know what the answer is. I really don't.
Well, I mean, it will be very difficult to discourage the backway traffickers.
Once somebody's put it in their mind, and the money they make,
they'll always be there. But actually, I don't know how they think. But for me, if I get that kind of money, Mr. Ade, it's better I do something with it.
You mean as a trafficker, or
no,
as a potential backway?
Exactly.
Yes, and again, as I said, this is the discussion we were having, that try and do something with that money. There have all sorts of initiatives have been tried here in the Gambia. You have all these workshops where they validate this policy and that policy and so on. But somehow it's not reaching through to some people about the fact that they can make it here. And if somebody sends you $2,500, try and invest it in something, not in paying somebody to try and sneak you into Europe where you might drown. It's quite a dangerous one. It's not as if they're going to give you like a fake passport or a fake visa that you can get through with. No, you're going on the high seas, quite rough. You go with some food, you go with some fuel, and sometimes they don't even get very far, and the boat will capsize because they're not fit. Those boats are not fit for that journey. But people still make the journey, and we really need to have some kind of psychological washing out of our brains, because I don't know, why the imperative is that that's the first thought, that if I get this money, I'm not going to buy some goods and sell them, make money and stay here. It's like, I want to get the hell out of here, yeah.
Well, that is what it is. Diabetes, a topic of concern.
What is?
Diabetes.
Diabetes, yes. Yesterday was
a topic of concern.
World Diabetes Day was yesterday, and we discussed it briefly on here. The fact that there's a high prevalence of diabetes, although according to Dr. Jah, officially it's something like 2 in every 100 in the Gambia. But he then went on to say that the World Health Organization says in most countries 60% of those who have the condition don't know they have it because they've never been tested for it. And that might be the same here in the Gambia, but that was a global figure, not just relating to the Gambia. So yeah, it's a concerning thing. And if you see somebody and they have symptoms, they mentioned, frequently getting up to urinate and all these things, go and say, why don't you go and get tested to see? And then if you do, with insulin and others, it can be contained with change of diet, change of lifestyle, exercise and so on. It can sort of mitigate. But yeah, it's a concern. And I think we need to raise awareness every year, all throughout the year, because it's such a thing. We shouldn't just wait till the 14th of November each year. But of course, that day, it concentrates our minds on it. So yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, World traffic, I mean, those that lost their lives on the traffic Remembrance Day. I mean, I think it's in few days. Yeah, so that is also very significant. But
particularly in the Gambia.
Yes, I think it's alarming. We still need to talk about it. We just don't have to remember or commemorate the day, but we also have to find ways of solving these problems. But it's difficult. This is an individual thing. So
yeah, I mean, and I say this, I live in the Gambia now 4.5 years, and honestly, I've driven in about 6 or 7 countries. I can say without fear of contradiction, the worst driving I have ever seen has been in the Gambia. People are inconsiderate, they're impatient. I don't know where that comes from. Even this morning, as I was turning and I was giving way to somebody wanted to overtake. They could have killed that person. Like, what's your rush? Where are you rushing to? Is your, wherever you're going, so important that you could kill somebody just for a few seconds or a few minutes? If you're going to be late, be late. But, you know, but I see it every day. And if anybody is a driver in the Gambia, we see it every day. And I don't know why it is. I really don't. But people hardly give way to people here, either to pedestrians or to other drivers. We really need, for me, there's no logic that 4 years ago, Gambia was at number 4 in the world. Out of 189 countries and territories in the world, we were number 4. 2 years ago, we kind of improved somehow, I don't know how, to number 8. But we should not be in the top 10. We should not be in the top 100. This is a country of 2.5 million people, if that. Come on. You know, so something needs to change. It's a mindset change, it's an attitude change, but it's a disgrace. It's really a disgrace. And I don't know, maybe the penalties are not enough, because if the penalties were severe, we would have to build 10 more prisons than we have currently, because people need to be locked up, and they need to be locked up for a long time. You kill somebody and you pay a $15,000 fine, and you're gone. And
you're gone, yes. Well, so it's unfortunate. I mean, I think it has to do with the attitudes and, you know, the mindset. I feel very attitude and mindset needs to combine, you know. Otherwise, we will still find ourselves in these situations.
It's a disgrace.
More people will die on road accidents.
It's a national disgrace, nothing less than that, honestly.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ade.
After my rant,
if there was enough time, I would have kept you here so that we can talk more. But unfortunately...
Oh no, time is our enemy.
Yeah, so we'll take a short break. After the break, then we will take a look at the Gambia Press Union Awards. As you know, like I said, they are working towards the award ceremony.
Sure.
It's very significant to recognize people that have been in this industry for a very long time and doing very well. And also, you know, a tap on the back sometimes can encourage other people to do better.
Of course.
Yes. So we will be talking to Annette and Buba Fati, member, organizing committee. So we'll be right back.
Kiusel moy suñu boss. Kiusel moy suñu boss. Kiusel moy suñu boss. Soro. Go, ebe dawa full network suta tili QCell. Ni lafta diamla wati jamala mune diata QCell. Most reliable network dumala geta wati QCell. Wo quality man nyon soto jam ona manke QCell. Hani be wuloni farole kono walante be bako na jala fayola network ko se taria QCell suñu boss. Nyo finjeka indi 3G ñu delu taxi 4G plus, and now we bring you 5G. 5G. First and only 5G provider. Tell her follow Adi Doron Nesa Keno. Gambia Bela Nyon Tower Fele QCell. Ko Fasunta Buka Busi QCell. Tell them multi milka kukutol Nati Gambia QCell made a lori la Kiliano Liele Imanjina Amanda Wala Itele ka quality Dila Dadi Ma Itele Silo Wala Wodol Mume Be Kenoma QCell Sunibus QCell Sunibus QCell Sunibus QCell Sunibus Connection be Bambandi QCell Sunibus QCell most innovative QCell Sunibus.
The future is now. With QCell's 5G network, experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled device. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply. Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's authorized dealer for Chery, Kia, Ford, and now we bring you the new Peugeot model 3008 SUV. 18-inch alloy wheels, 216 inches high ground clearance, keyless entry system, start and stop button, rear parking assistance system with reverse camera, adaptive cruise control with speed limit, LED daytime running lights, front and side airbags, 8-inch HD touchscreen. Not to forget our exquisite Peugeot Landtrek double cabin pickup with 2.1-liter diesel engine, 6-speed manual transmission 4x4, hill descent control, LED daytime running lights. Espas Motors, the authorized dealer for Peugeot. Visit us today or call us on 35-2222 or 353-4444.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience. Banking the smart way with the new Ajib Bank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Ajib Bank mobile app. Every time is banking time. Ajib Bank, your investment partner.
Welcome back. This is QTV This Morning, and let's take a look at the second segment of the program, and we'll be talking about the Gambia Press Union Awards. These awards honors and celebrate, encourage, and excellence in Gambian journalism across all types of media outlets. So we have Buba and Annette Kamara here in the studios. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you here. And Lois, smile.
You want me to cry?
No, we'll smile. Smile with too much time. Yeah, so welcome. Please take us through the awards for this year.
Okay, it's a good morning to all the people watching QTV. And of course, like Balda said, it's the National Journalism Awards 2023. And of course, it's 8 years of celebration. And we are celebrating excellence. So we are celebrating competence. We're celebrating quality journalism. We are celebrating Gambian journalists in the Gambia and around the globe. And like I said, this is the 8th year, and of course it's going to be an exceptional year because all the new things and the bigger things are going to happen. Like I said, start small and grow big. We were at a toddler stage, now we're teenagers. So we'll gradually become, adults in this awards. So this year is going to be one of the best you have ever seen for people in the media and of course people that follow the media. But then again, it's going to be done in 4 weeks' time, which is December 16th, 2023, with regards to venue, don't ask. When it's out, I'll disclose. And we have gone through the first phase of the awards, which is having an organizing committee, setting up the team responsible, which we have done. And we had our first press conference about a month ago, introducing all the categories and the criteria and eligibility for the awards. And of course, we have gone past the first stage, which is call for entries, which started on the 10th of October, and it ended November 10th. Initially, it should have ended November 10th, but we deliberately left it open until November 12th. That was why we did a press release on Monday. Yeah, on Monday, informing the public that, and the people in the media, that we have had 156 entries this year, compared to when we started in 2016, and compared to last year, there has been a drastic improvement in terms of people sending in their submissions, which says that to all the people that are sitting out there saying that we are not trusted, there's no credibility and all whatnot, it's a different story. If there was no credibility, I mean, Gambian journalists wouldn't have applied. And because there's credibility, that was why they applied. And bigger and better with 156. And as I speak to you, when I leave the studio, we would be announcing our judges, and we're starting with one for today. And we have a team of 5 judges, of course, independent individuals, no more practicing journalists, but have made name and set records and standards in the Gambia's media landscape and have great impact in journalism trade in the Gambia. And these are Gambian journalists within and outside the Gambia, representing Gambia globally, and some are here, but then doing some amazing work.
Yes. At this point, let's engage Buba. Buba, tell us, what are some of the things that will be done this year, which will be different from last year?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning to all the viewers. Like Annette said, the Gambia Press Union National Journalism Award is getting bigger every year, because from the start in 2016 we were learning, but now we have actually learned a lot, and then we are putting up a team of very, very experienced organizing committee. And also with regards to fundraising, we are very, very promised. We are very, very happy this year that we have a lot of organizations that are promising to be partners to the award. For us, that is very important, because over the years, raising funds for the award has been difficult, because if you know, GPU is a civil society organization as a trade union. Mostly its funds are from its projects and so on. So we normally have partner with organizations, with interested individuals who think it is very important for them to partner with Gambian journalism, and then celebrate with them, and then also award their successes. So this year we have actually engaged a lot of partners, a lot of organizations that are very, very much keen to be partners of the awards. And then for us, this is something very promising. And as a result of that, we think it is going to be one of the biggest awards that we have since the inception.
Annette, what are the categories? What are you looking at?
We are looking at 17 categories and one new one. Please, to all the people that are saying it's 18, it's 17. Journalist of the Year is not a contested category. It's just a standalone category, obviously, to the most
deserving.
That
is just an award,
it's
put
a separate
aside for
the most deserving,
which
is usually the person that wins at least a minimum of 3 awards. So basically, this year, what is new, I'd always start with what is new, and the list applied for positions, which is the security affairs reporting. We have never had the security affairs reporting. This is the first time we're introducing security reporting category in the National Journalism Awards for the past 7 years, which is geared towards promoting security sector reform and encouraging and empowering Gambian journalists to focus also on security reporting and investigative journalism, which is always one of the categories that has the least contestants, is still there. And we have, photojournalism, which caters for people like Teres, Mom, and my friend with the hoodie. Because the rationale behind it is that most of the time people say, okay, send award bi nekkul di promote ñu nekk ci media bi yëpp journalists yi rek ngeen dee xool. But hey, mind you, the photographer, the videographer, the editor, and people behind the scenes, are part of the media and one of the most fundamental pillars, because without them, the journalists don't have anything to give to its audience, right? So this is why this category has been there, but interestingly, there has not been applications. People don't apply for this category.
Oh, they didn't apply for that category.
Maybe this year it will change.
But I hope that was communicated to them well, so that they can know, okay, we need to apply.
Well, when the award starts, there's always a press conference, there's always a list of categories. So maybe because they don't understand, but this year what we have done different is that we made sure that we told people that if you are a videographer, if you are a photojournalist, this category is for you, and is a category that has been in existence but has never had submissions. So it's to make the videographers and the photographers understand that this category is not for them. It's for them, not for the journalists. I'll give you an example. Who was it? It was by Ibrahim. I could vividly remember last year when he was with GRTS and Mariama Dem of Star TV, is it? These two people won awards, and their stories, their images were top notch, right? These were amazing, good jobs, but they were not the videographers. They were not the photojournalists in the stories, right? These stories were filmed and edited by the photographer. What could have happened was they could have partnered, the photographer or the videographer and the reporter, to apply for that position and win that story. If it doesn't work out that way, you took the footage, you can apply for that. Strictly on the photojournalism.
Well, I mean, from my own understanding, I mean, maybe the mental picture that they are going to have is this is specially for journalists.
This is
the
why
award is specially, put aside for journalists.
But this is why I keep saying, if you are part of the media landscape, you are included. The Gambia Press Union doesn't say the Journalists Union. It says the Gambia Press Union, and it includes pressmen and presswomen. Who are the pressmen and the presswomen? Is the photographer and the videographer not part of the press?
Well,
is
it goes a long way before a reporter, put a story out there. I mean, so it has to go through so many processes.
Absolutely. So I mean, this is why I keep saying that it's high time people behind the scenes are recognized, are seen, are known, are heard. And I think this is why we have failed as a country. In other countries, their press, you'd get to realize that you recognize and know the people behind the scenes, because the journalists are not the reporters or the presenters. Mostly at the end of the show, make sure that people behind the scene are known. Sometimes even if you cannot recognize them, but you will know their names, you will know they work for the certain media houses. And this is why we have failed as Gambian media host or TV host or radio host, or the list goes on. So that aside, we have migration reporting, we have agriculture as usual, we have health, we have sports, we have finance and business and finance, we have women, children, we have women, children, basic.
Well, I mean, I think that's...
I forgot legal affairs.
Oh, legal affairs as well. Yeah, so Buba, what are you doing? I mean, like you said, it's difficult sometimes to get finance or support from other organizations. So currently, who are your partners?
Thank you very much for that. Traditionally, we have very good partners who has been with the National Journalism Award for a number of years. And notably, one of them is the EU delegation in the Gambia. They have been very supportive to the National Journalism Award. Also, the GT board, Gambia GT board, have actually also been supportive and partnering with the National Journalism Award. Also, Child Fund has been a good partner, because they have been adopting the women and children category for a number of years now, and this year they are ready to come on board as well. We also have Unique Solution, now the Unique Group. They've always been the one that adopted the business and finance reporting category, and they have been exceptional so far. And we want to take this opportunity to call on the business community to come on board, to be partners to the Journalism Award, because there's a lot of benefits that you can get as a partner. Because for us, we don't call it as a sponsor, because it's a win-win situation when you come in as a partner. Because what we do is we make sure that as a GPU and the National Journalism Award, we have a website that actually we put on all our communication materials, our social media handles and so on. And as a partner, you tend to benefit from those publicity for a number of periods. Like for instance, based on the different categories that you come in, you can be on our social media platforms, on our website, and all the other communication materials for a year, 6 months, 3 months, like that.
I think that's impressive. And what is your relation, the Gambia Press Union and the media houses itself? Some media houses said, Press Union, it's not fair to us. You don't consider them as a media house. Certain things are happening in their media outlets. You're not even aware. And there are media houses that boycott sometimes the awards. They don't even send it their work because of that situation.
This is one of the questions that keeps popping up. And I think, are we being honest to ourselves? This is one question I keep asking to everybody. Like, I had a conversation with somebody who said, I'll not apply for the awards. Guy, I'm sorry to say this. I'm not as nice as Buba. It's your problem. Do you know why? Because I'm not a judge. I'm just an organizing committee member. I'm not a staff of the Gambia Press Union, right? I'm just a member of the organizing committee. So if you do not apply, it's your problem. If you feel that, what's the name of the guy again? Mustafa keeps winning all the awards. That is your problem, not my problem. It's because Mustafa is investing time to his stories that are very authentic, that is making him win. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not sure if there's anybody in the awards committee that sits with the judges, or there's anybody in the awards committee that also takes part in the process of the selection. You are handed over an envelope, a sealed envelope, to know who applied. For instance, on the website, I am doing comms. I am the one everybody calls and asks questions about the awards. But I am not the one handling the website. I can't even tell you who applied and who did not apply. I get most of the time calls. Annette, I've applied. Did you see my email? Please confirm, Almanda, suma application. I'm like, sorry. The website and the application is being handled by somebody who is not even working in GPU and does not even come to, I can't even remember ever seeing her anyways, right? So I can't tell you if your application is there or not because I don't know. All I know is she sent a message and telling us that we have 156 applicants when I compiled all the people that applied through the website and through the email. This email I don't know, I don't have access to. So if you feel that it's bias, I'm sorry, but it has nothing to do with us because what we can do is tell you what is there. You either take it or you don't take it. Now, the second phase of it is that now that she has compiled, have you seen it? Because I have not seen it. I don't know what happened. There's a select committee of judges. She hands over her sealed envelope or her links or whatever to these judges. I've not seen any of the judges. All I know is these are going to be our judges, but I've not had any contact with them.
Maybe those individuals sending, or they've sent previously and they've not been
winning. So I was going to come to that. But now, there are criteria that are set. This is what I told somebody at GRTS. He said, I've been applying for the past 3 years. I've been shortlisted, but I've not won. I said, and he was like, I think Mandama discouraged. I'm like, well, if it gets that bad, you know the story you've submitted. You know the story your colleague submitted. Compare them. And assess yourself. If it's good enough, you deserve the win. If it's not good enough, you don't deserve it.
Finally, my ambena message. Mona, what about the entertainment industry?
Yes. You know, that I personally felt bad and I felt guilty when we discussed all the categories and left it out. That I'll say we are going to work on it, and I promise you, next year, people in the entertainment would not have anything to tell us.
True. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think that's all we have. Yes, Buba, finally, what do you...
Yeah, finally, just what I want to say is with regards to journalists that are actually thinking that they have been marginalized or GPU has not been fair. For me, the GPU is the GPU for the journalist. And I think they should be the one to be able to make sure that hold the GPU with both hands and make the award as we all expected it to be. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Annette Kamara and Buba Fati for coming on the program. And see you at the awards, inshallah.
Thank you. I hope you're going to apply.
No, he did not apply, but I'm not inviting him, so I don't know why okay.
Maybe someone knew it. Probably.
Boy, before I leave, please. Yes. I am not as nice as Buba. I keep saying this.
No, for you, you are not nice.
Yeah, I'm not as nice as Buba. You know, Buba is trying to act all nice and professional, you know, saying the number of people. As far as Annette is concerned, for this year's award, all the people that pledged to support and did not physically support, there is no support. Buba, have you received money?
No, they will support.
Why don't you pledge?
Yes. And a pledge you 1 year halis ñëw. Guys, if you're pledged and you're watching, please,
the money will come.
Yes.
Actually, that's why I'm saying I'm calling on them for them to actually come so that they can be able to support it.
So please, if you pledge and you did not come on board, please make sure don't say the media is important.
Exactly. So thank you very much. We'll take a short break. After the break, then we will be talking to Modungom. As you know, he is about to launch his album called. We'll be right back.
Do your banking the smart way with the new Aji Bank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Aji Bank mobile app. Every time is banking time. Aji Bank, your investment partner. You asked for it, and QCell is giving it to you with our new and improved Sunyu Bundle Mega Promo. Now you can get more data at cheaper prices. Buy any of our bundle packages and enjoy massive discounts. Dial *303# and enjoy browsing on the network with the biggest coverage. Buy a 20 megabytes data bundle for as low as $7 and 50 bottles today, or purchase bigger bundles up to 20 gigabytes. Yes, that's right, 20 gigabytes of data at your fingertips. With our mega promo bundles, you can browse more, chat longer, and stay connected on the go, anytime, anywhere. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, we innovate, orders follow, terms and conditions apply.
Technology has always been at the forefront of our lives, and the way we use it has evolved drastically over the years. With the advent of 5G internet, we are entering a new era of technological innovation that promises to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G internet is capable of providing data speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, making it the ideal solution for streaming high-quality videos, playing online games, and downloading large files on the go. 5G internet is already transforming cities across the globe, powering smart cities, self-driving cars, and virtual reality experiences that were once thought impossible. 5G internet is also paving the way for Internet of Things, allowing for seamless connectivity between devices and the creation of a truly connected world. For the first time in the Gambia, QCell is bringing tomorrow's technology to you today with the launch of QCell 5G internet. Get ready to experience the out-of-this-world wonders of QCell's 5G internet. For more information, call 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
We're back. This is QTV This Morning. Now to the other segment of the program. We were talking to Safia Tujuv, a poet. I mean, she's been here on the program last year. He was launching a book on poetry, and now she is doing another one. I mean, I think the last year book propelled her to do another one. It was a successful launching, and we are impressed to see our youngsters involving themselves in responsible behavior, that is writing and also telling the world what we can do as a country. I mean, we are proud to call her a Gambian. You are welcome, Safia Tujuv, on the platform.
Thank you so much, Mr. Balde.
And putting that aside, she is modest as well. I mean, it's good to have you here. Yes. So, Safia, to take us through, I mean, this launching.
Okay, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we thank Allah for the opportunity, but again, thank my parents and friends and families, because I know it wasn't an easy journey. Within the 8 months, for us to strive and bring something bigger than what we had last year. Mm-hmm. And this time around, the event will be at the Sada of the Carabajara Conference. The date is on the 18th of November, 2022.
Oh, that's Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes, and the time is 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. And inshallah, we are inviting Gambians to come over and support. I guess the last year event pushed me to do way extremely better than I had. Because I believe the loopholes that have been closed, and this time around we have a very good massive support from companies who are seeing our work as writers now, that this is a huge investment, because it needs time and patience and critical thinking. And alhamdulillah, we will kick off with that, inshallah.
Yes. What have you learned from last year's launching that you want to improve this year?
Last year, it was trying to market my book to the people, to understand my concepts and what I want to raise, as because I've seen like we have a lot of problem in the Gambia, and I believe that through writing we can break those barriers. And because people are beginning to understand that there are a lot of things that if you put it in the book, the effectiveness of it will be widely covered. Yeah. Then if I have to sit on one TV station, talk about something, or just read out a poem for people to just listen. Yeah, Gambians are seeing a bigger picture of what we have right now in the country. And alhamdulillah, people are beginning to pick up and read books. So it's a good spirit to see that coming up. Thank you.
Words on war. I mean, why am I thinking of VAR? It's like a virtual assistant ref. It's coming to my brain. I'm trying to avoid the W, yes, but it's still getting me to VAR. But it's war. What is this book talking about?
It's talking about abuse. It's talking about police brutality in the Gambia. It's talking about the lack of electricity, water, education for our young people. And it's talking about the
very important
rape cases in the Gambia. I can say this book talks about the great people we have within Gambia.
Does it talk about our roads?
Of course, the dilapidated roads, yes. It talks about the environment, why we need to grow a tree. I mean, every family deserves to grow a tree in order to preserve that nature we have. And again, it talks about marital problems, which is an issue in the Gambia. It's like throughout the world, we all have the similar issues of divorce. Kids been affected by the system. So how are we going to redirect that and improve the society? And again, it reminds you of the great women in Islam. When you talk about Khadija, Sumayya, you talk about Aisha, radiallahu. These are the role models of Islam. But are the role models of today worthy for us to follow? Because behind the scenes, we don't know what exists. As I am sitting, I can say enough of like how we are. But these are women that our Prophet, talked about. Yes. And our Sahabas too. So if we pick up from them, I guess, for us to go astray would be very hard.
When I look at the society, sometimes if I go out and look at the society, look at the people, look at some of the women, look at the attitude, I paint our society as a rotten society. But when I look at you, look at other people as well, I have the hope that it will be a brighter future tomorrow. Please, can you take us through? Do you have something to read for us on the platform before we close this segment?
Well, I would have preferred, but right now I didn't prepare for it. And so I will leave that up to the day of the event. I guess I will perform a piece for people to see what poetry does and that extent, because there are rules and regulations in performing arts. So we have an academy and we're training young people. So inshallah, on the day we will keep that for.
Where can we get the book?
The book will be available on Amazon. It will be available also at the American International Market, that is Noble and Barnes. We will have it in Timbuktu. Again, a Taste of Africa, yes, you will have it.
How much you selling it?
$1,000.
$1,000, and it becomes yours?
Yes, it becomes mine. Okay. Everything in this book, from the cover down to zero level, is me.
All right, so remind us the day again.
The day is going to be on Saturday. in the morning 11 a.m. And we are calling upon people to come and support. And yeah, it's very, very simple to get entry. Pay $1,000 for the book and you will get a seat for the event, because we have great people with a great program to deliver, inshallah.
True. Thank you very much, Safia Juf, for coming on the program to share what you have, and it's important, and it's on the 18th at the Sadauda Kairaba Conference Center. We would be there to grace the occasion. To come support. It's significant, and we are hoping to see another one next time, bigger and better.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So we'll take a short break. After the break, then we will talk to Modungom. When you talk about Modungom, it's not a small name in the Gambia, and it's not a new name in the Gambia. You've been seeing his face on TV, and you've been hearing about him. So he's also launching Hamsa Dine at Jamano album launching. It's very important. I hope Modungom is not Mam Sengom's brother. So we'll be back.
La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. Jamu yalla war nañu, jamu yalla war nañu, topp la war nañu, bëgg la war nañu. Jox leen la suñu xol, jox leen la suñu xol. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Amul benn buur ko dul gëm Rasulullah. Julli waxtu juróom, joxe asaka, or weeru koor, Hajji Makka war nañu, benn yoon lañu war. Soo ko amee te man ko, soo ko amee te man ko. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. Duñ la bokkale si dara, si dara. Duñ la bokkale si dara, si dara. Duñ la utal àndandoo, duñ la utal àndandoo. Duñ la bokkale si dara, si dara. Duñ la bokkale si dara, si dara. Duñ la utal àndandoo, duñ la utal àndandoo. Allahu mooy suñu borom, mooy borom bu mat borom, bu ko kenn def moom.
We are back, and this is QTV This Morning, wherever you're watching us from. And now to the last segment of the program. We'll be talking to song composer Modungom. He's about to launch an album called Hamsa Dine ak Jamano album launching. I think I mentioned it right, Modu.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you are welcome on this one. Ñu ngi laa dalal ci programme bi. Bëggoon nañ ñu waxtaan waaye nice outfit.
Thank you, thank you.
Ngom. Yeah, so bismillah.
Alhamdulillah. A'udhu billahi as-sami'il 'alim min ash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa sallallahu wa sallama ala mab'uth rahmatan lil 'alamin. Sayyidina wa habibina wa safi'ina Muhammad ibn Abdullah. وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وسلم تسليما كثيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ñu ngi sant Yàlla di kontaan lool si di ngeen ñu invité mu doon lu rëy de kër gi di suñu kër la tey bokk na si ñu tax ba Gambie xam ñu kon loolu rek lu rëy la incha allah kon kontaan nañ pour ñëw toog fi incha allah ak yow incha allah.
waaw bëggoon nañ tuuti ñu waxtaan because man dama curious tuuti. gis nañ ne yow da ngaa bégal nit ñi. waaye bégal boo ñëw bégal dafa différent ak ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi bégal nit ñi si beneen boor ok am na ñoo xam ne ñu ngi def music waaye yaa ngi def music but sa music bi it's different.
Absolutely.
Understand nga. So lu tax nga jël pattern boobu te am nga baat bi. mun nga ko. am nga looks bi. munoon ngaa jël the other way. waaye nga ne ma jël nii.
waaw alhamdulilah loolu dinaa sawar loolu pour liggéey wax si parce que moo tax te ñu lii nii daanaka mun na si réew mi te képp kuy xam islamique na sit ñun gannaaw yàlla ñun la ko jaarale. ba tey motivé nañ so many youngsters ñoo xam ne tey ñu ngi koy def ba ñu bëri lañ seen album so obviously dañ gis ne am na ñuy déglu lii te dafa am lu alquran wax loo xamante ni just pour firi ko si olof pour bañ a guddal yàlla dafa am ñu tagga si alquran mooy ñi nga xam ne dañuy wax bu baax te tudd yàlla lu bëri mooy woykat yi nga xam ne dañuy wax lu baax di tudd yàlla lu bëri di fàttali nit ñi yàlla so beneen bi nag diine daf ci wax loo xamante ni daanaka nangu kon léegi in order to make substitute men mooy da ngay jox nit ñi loo xam ne moo leen di wéttali soo bëggee nit ki mu bali doo ne ko bàyyi rek te joxaloo ko lu koy wéttali soo ne ko bàyyil musique bu déglu musique dafa xaraam kon amal loo ko jox lu koy wéttali loo xam ne dafay dëppoog sariya te si loolu moo ñu motivé ba tey alhamdulillah tey ndaw ñu bëri tey réew mi macha allah so loolu moo tax tey ñu ngi xuus si géej gi te am nañ yaakaar ne incha allah suñ dominé du tamit am naa yaakaar ne comme ni ngeen di def ni lu am solo la
dinañ sori
waaw dinañ sori si lu wér incha allah
dëgg la kon nañ waxtaan about launching bi am na solo lool maanaam you know lu rëy la daal
waaw absolument
waaw te gis naa ne affaire si mu ngi evolve soo seetee depuis boo starté ak tey foo nekka dafa totally different
alhamdulilah
so wax ñu tuuti affaire launching
waaw ñu ngi sant yàlla nag bu baax parce que tey ku dégg penc mi xool di nga xam ne comme caaxaan jëlul foofu xam nga te tey soo gisee man maa xàll yoon bi te ndaw ñu bëri ñu ngi may xool but tey mun naa ne du tax sax Gambie gën ñooy xam mooy mufti Zaki Naik bu mu ñëwee boobu mooy biggest programme bu tax Gambia xam ne
boobu gis
something fay ministre la time in the former regime oo na ma ne yow foo jógee Sénégal mu ne ko non man Gambia ne fii laa juddoo waa Bansang la waaye fii laa nekk si Kombo comme gëmuñ na Gambia we can do this so tey ba tey xale ne mënoon naa launch album bu yàgg waaye lu tax def ma ko nag mooy dañ bëggoon coverage bu yaatu tey ndaw ñi alhamdulillah te am na yaakaar tonal bi it will be very excellent so tey ñuy déglu ANACIM si réew mi bëri na te suñ xewle ñuy génne bëri na penc mi xool soo gisee ñu jëleñ ko booy am na ñu fay def musique so ñooñu fu ñuy dem ba def loolu rawat na ñun ñuy yëngu si diine war na ñoo mën a songal ëpp loolu
war nañ koo mën a def
so cëleñ ma ko cëleñ nag jël ko am naa yaakaar ne ñeneen ak ñeneen dinañ fa def ay programme te amul foofu de stadium bi dañ ko feesal one day incha allah
I am pretty sure soo gisee ma kontaan ba pare am di confidence ne ok léegi Modou mu ngay jël penc mi xool mu ngi mel ni gis nga dañ am ñaari groupe si réew mi am na ñoo xam ne ñooñu they want to go to penc mi xool waaye lu leen faa yóbbu amuñ reason
absolutely
understand nga so am na ñoo xam ne si looy yëngu loolu rek moo leen a mun a génne so I think ne loolu lu am solo la léegi lan mooy organisation structure bi lan ak lan nga teg lan mooy ticket si you know so ñëw invitation bi ñan ñooy ñëw loolu yëpp am na solo
waaw alhamdulillah tey we have dañ am groupe ñu xamee ne ko si Islam Express yàgg nañ di yëngu ci lii so obviously ticket si seer na seerut waaw soo ko seetee tey su fekkee wàllu diine la dañoo ne dafa seer waaye su fekkee musicien ne dañoo ne seerut ticket bi 200 before di
man géej naa digga ticket 200 de moom yaa ngi géej naa digga ticket 200 de
wallahi léegi waaye at the gate 300 la VIP 500 am na VVIP 5000 am na waaye is very sad na comme VVIP bi ñu kenn ñu mee ko song waaw da nga dégg xam diine dafa jar loolu te jar na lu ëpp loolu ana dem nañ ci buntu yi bëri foog a buntu yi bëri waaye àddina bi de fuñ il faut ma wax ko pour nit ñi xam fuñ ko yaakaare gannaaw yàlla mooy just di few support bu ñu am loo xamante ni tey ñu ngi expect ay kilifa ñu mel ni Maimouna Savage moom si the mother of the night di father of the night mooy honorable Madi Cissé moom mu nekk di father of the night chief executive ki nga xam ne moom lañ jagleel bés bi si boppam jagleel nañ ko ñëpp waaye demoon nañ ci moom unfortunately dina am délégué bu mu yónnee muy mayor bi nga xam ne moom tamit lu métti métti mu ne dina end of the year la waaye dina contribute pour rek because mbiri diine la so tey am na yaakaar ne am na yeneen institution bi expect nañ ak yeneen compagnie maybe they will come forward Allah man expect nañ loolu insha allah
nañ waxtaan tuuti si sa recording si ñan ñoo la dee recordal yan studio nga dee liggéey
waaw in the beginning for many years ago maa ngi doon liggéey One Blood Sound nga me boobu liggéey déggatu ko
waaw One Blood
Sound yaakaar naa foofu lañ starté suma first We Love Islam after then ma ñëw si Dem One mooy K-Fly moom tamit recordé na ma waaye album bi ki nga xam ne moo ko compile di ko put together mooy Tara moom it macha allah ñëpp xam nañ ko si réew mi moom moo nekk di record almost half of the album incha allah diggante K-Fly la ak tara mooy foog naa xalam bi
dëgg la so what about sa vidéo yi
vidéo yi moom dem woon am na bu ma jëlal bu ma nekk ak ku ñoo Souleymane mu ngi doon mos na fee jaar foog naa QTV liggéey na ak yéen moom am na ne vidéo yu ma defal ki nga xam ne mooy kii ultimate am na vidéo yu ma defal ay vidéo yoo xam ne ñu bëri even kii naka la ñoom ñii naka la dama fàtte tur bi mu ngi doon liggéey Pamatar waagee something waagee moom de mos na ma sutal benn vidéo so vidéo yi dafa am ñu barab yi fàccantikoo ñoo ma di defal ay vidéo incha allah te dañ ci leen jàppandi yu bëri
nañ waxtaan tuuti sa carrière bi in the next 5-10 years foo gis sa boppa
wallahi incha allah because gis nañu yokkute bu rëy am na parce que li tax ñu xàll yoon bi gis nañ ko tey kuy wax ANACIM ci réew mi di islamique so si format bi ñu ko indi yaakaar naa sa xel soo compté Modou nga amul keneen ko see teg loolu gannaaw yàlla ñu ngi koy sant yàlla te li tax ñu koy def nag mooy fu ñu mës a dem wax nañ kaddu goo xam ne motivé na ñu bëri tey am na ñu bëri am nañ organisation bu yaatu boo xam ne tey ndaw ñuy yëngu si ANACIM dafa bëri te expect nañ ne one day mun nañoo fees stadium yi expect nañ ne dañuy am accès pour mën a tukki dem di def ay concert yu réussi di represent Gambie different country yoo xam ne dañuy yëngu di ko festival daf day am so expect ne bëgg nañ tamit pour def festival si réew mi invite outside ñu ñëw ñu nit ñu am accès pour dem di ñëw comme musicien ni ñu koy defee bëgg nañoo def lu ëpp loolu waaye nag with the support and the help of Allah ak confiance bi moom mu ngi fa waaw gëm-gëm bi mu ngi fa te am na yaakaar ne incha allah dinañ dem ba passé foofu
because man su ma déggee ANACIM su ma ko gisee on TV mental picture bu ma dee am mooy yow even bu nekkee keneen moo ko nekk di def su ma ko déggee rek su ma xel bi yow la dee laal you know so I think ne loolu lu important la you know so thank you very much appreciate nañ ko ñan ñooy sa team bi comme sa team bi jaajëfal
macha allah kontaan naa trop maa ngi ànd ak ñoom ñu ngi ni toog suñ président bi di Bakary Diop su assistant bi di Diarra nga am suñ PRO bi di Mariama am nañ suñ ki nga xam ne mooy suñ kilifa suñ biir ñu mu ñuy advisor bi mooy imam Abdoulaye Tambédou suñ système ñu mel ni ñoom Adja Cissé am nañ mbootaay bu yaatu te incha allah ñu ngi even plan pour am te programme yi ñuy ñëw tamit pour profiter rek Islamic schools si ñu ngi ñëw am nañ 10 schools yoo xam ne ñu ngi ñëw pour be part of this event am nañ ay drama am nañ poetry yoo xam ne they will be performing so activité yi bëri na fa am ku ko tardé di nga tardé lu bëri
nit war naa ko dem seeti
de ne ku demut you will regret it
man suma final words on the programme mooy bu nekkee ne mun nañoo dem feesal Q City ñu feesal Pencami Hall feesal stadium bi on other events this will be a proof ñu seet ndax dinañ mun a feesal nañ dem ñu feesal this event ñu feesal ko ba mu fees ñu xam ne am nañ ay julit si réew mi you know so ñu ngi invite sax ñi nga xam ne sax they are not Muslim nañ dem ñu gis
wallahi
you know
te loolu wallahi yàlla xam na
waaw soo gisee sometimes you say other things about Islam gisuloo xamuloo you know so thank you very much Modou we wish you all the best
thank you very much
we'll invite you again ñu waxtaan affaire yi launching bi su soobee yàlla yeah so on that note ñu ngeen a jërë ngeen jëf we are thanking our camera crew nga xam ne ñoo amee control room suñ director bi Aliou Diallo we are saying thank you very much until we come here again tomorrow have a wonderful day enjoy the rest of our programs bye bye